But another stock in focus is Manappuram Finance. This is one counter which is facing immense pressure in trade today, currently down about 10%. This is following the third quarter earnings as well. That's a elevated provisioning. Let's listen into what Harsh has to share more on the earnings for this counter.
Well, three things that's clearly not worked for Manappuram this time around. One is your loan growth number. Loan growth number absolutely muted on a sequential basis. In fact, console loan growth has actually degrown 3%. Not looking good, that particular number. Even though on the gold loan business in particular, it's grown at 18% YOY, just about 1% sequentially. So sequential, again, growth absolutely muted. YOY, they've guided for 15 to 20% growth, and therefore they'll largely be able to meet that guidance where gold loans is concerned. That's likely the little bit of positive, but otherwise largely negative in terms of numbers. Second, margin contraction is sharp. 28 basis point margin contraction that we've seen. 24 basis points because of a higher yield or rather a higher cost of fund which they've seen this quarter. 4 basis points because of lower yield, and therefore you're seeing that mismatch again. 28 basis points margin decline, that's large as well. Third, most importantly, is asset quality. That's deteriorated sharply. MFI, vehicles, home loans, pain across the board. Not seeing any pain on gold loans, but given that non-gold is doing badly, they're tapering down with regard to growth as well. On MFI, it's actually degrown sharply, and likely they're saying even in the medium term, they will grow that book only by 10 to 12%. Negative across the board because yields also are higher in that component of the book, and therefore likely the kind of reaction that you're seeing on the stock today.
Well, thanks for that, Harsh. Narendra, coming to you for Manappuram Finance, higher provisioning, which is because of which we are seeing this downtick in trade today. What's your view on this counter?
Yeah, Manappuram is not covered in our coverage, but yeah, we have seen this trend continue for gold companies because of custom duty impact, and the cost of capital is also going higher. So I think short term there are headwinds for the sector right now. And also, if you see globally gold has been seeing shortage of physical delivery, and the periods are getting longer for that. So I think there is some dislocation is there. So that is leading to increase in overall operating metrics for the sector.
Okay, well, thanks for that, Narendra, and also for joining to NDTV Profit and sharing your perspective on various of these counters. But let's now shift focus to primary markets. Tejas Cargo's IPO opens for subscription today. We spoke to the Managing Director, Chandar Bindal, on their business overview and use of IPO process. Listen into that slice of conversation.
So we are a logistic company. So we started our journey in 2009-10. So that time it was a proprietorship company. And in 2020-21, we shifted to the corporate structure called Tejas Cargo India Limited. So our journey started in 2011 with 5 set of trucks we buy. And from there, today we have around 1,200 trucks in our books, which is completely owned and operated by the company. And we work across major sectors like e-commerce and express cargo industry, steel and cement and industrial sectors, etc. So fund which we are raising now is like 106 crore rupees, and that will be used in the buying of new trucks, capital investments, working capital, paying off some debt, and the rest is general corporate purpose.
My understanding is that, of the objects that you have mentioned in the RHP, you're going to use buy trailers. So how much of your capacity will be augmented after this acquisition of trailers which you are going to buy?
So it will add around 60 to 100 trailers in our books. So it will from right now it is 1131, it will go around 1200 plus.
Okay. Can you also take us through the business metrics of transportation here for you? How do you look at your revenue per kilometer or the kind of usage that you do for trailers?
Yeah, so trailers, one trailers give us a revenue of around 4.5 to 5 lakhs monthly. So it comes to around 60 to 70 lakhs rupees yearly per trailer.
Okay. And the kind of distances, does it change with the distance, or is it which are the routes which are normally profitable for you?
So we work across pan India. So yeah, the distance makes a major difference. So right now, as a industry standards, the people in the trailer industry are not able to run the trailers more than 5 to 6,000. But our advantage with our technology and our experience is that we are able to run it to 9 to 10,000 in a month. So it will give us a better utilization and better revenues.